ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, CFL Week 7. Week 6. The tale of 2 weeks for me, basically. So, Week 5, I was 11-1 overall. 4-0 in the straight picks, 4-0 against spread, 3-1 on over-under. That's Week 5. 11-1 on the weekend. Like, yeah. So, Week 6 starts. Thursday's game. Hamilton beats Edmonton. I'm like, alright, they cover the spread. Under on the points, and went over. I'm like, alright, I'm 2-1, that's cool. Friday's game, Toronto beats Montreal. I'm like, alright, kind of figured that one. They covered it, over, alright. So I am literally 5-1 going to the weekend, coming off a 11-1 week. And Winnipeg shoots the shit to Ottawa, and Saskatchewan shoots the shit to Calgary. So 5-7 overall on the weekend. Oh my god, I was 0-6 on the weekend itself. I just, what? How does that happen? So I'm 2-2, straight up picks. 2-2 against spread, 1-3 on the over/under. Year to date, 17-6 straight up picks, 15-8 over/under. 15-8 against spread, 14-9 over/under, 46 for 69, 66.767%. That's really good, I know, but yeah, just half of week 6. Yeah, the other half. What the hell is going on here? Alright, let's regroup. Week 7. Again, you don't get too high on the good weeks. You don't get too low on the bad weeks. You stay mellow. You start over. Week 7. Alright, we have the 0-6 Edmonton Elks going up against the 4-2 Winnipeg Blue Bombers. The Elks are 0-3 at home, 0-3 on the road, while the Blue Bombers are 2-1 on home, 2-1 away. This is one of those games I think Edmonton could win a game like this. This is one of 3 games between Winnipeg and Edmonton, week 7, 10, and 20. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see. All-time, Edmonton actually wins the all-time series 75-57-2. Winnipeg's won 2 out of the last 3, 4 out of 6. Taylor Canaris of Edmonton, yeah, 5 interceptions, 3 touchdowns. That's part of the reason why they're 0-6. While Zach Collars, 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 1,600 yards, one of the top QBs in the CFL. Winnipeg is favored by 15.5. Yeah, I had to double check that myself. These over-unders are just nuts. 15.5, 8, 10, and 5.5. Big number. I look back at everything so far in the year. Yeah, I couldn't. Edmonton covering at 15.5. I couldn't say Winnipeg's going to blow them out that bad. Winnipeg wins. Edmonton covers the 15.5. I'm taking over in the 45.5. Next up, we have the 4-0 Toronto Argonauts versus the 2-3 Hamilton Tiger Cats. Matthew Schultz is injured, so we'll have a different QB this week. Taylor Powell was listed as the backup QB last week, so we'll see what happens there. But Hamilton, I mean, yeah, they're only 2-3, but they've given up almost 10 more points per game average than they've scored. Toronto, though, just keep on trucking. Chad Kelly, 70 for 100, 3 interceptions, 5 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. In week 2, Toronto beat Hamilton 32-14. The Argonauts are perfect across the board, 2-0 at home, 2-0 on the road, scoring 38.75 points a game. All-time, Hamilton actually leads the all-time series 94-89. In the last 7 games, Hamilton is won 5 of 7. But if you look at the last 4, it's 2-2. So Toronto's kind of steady getting back at him. Toronto's favored by 8. This could be one of those trap games. You can yeah, I think Toronto's going to win it. So Toronto winning, covering it over in the 49.5. Did a lot of over this week. Next up, we have the 3-2 Saskatchewan Roughriders versus the 4-1 BC Lions. BC, I mean, I don't know. I didn't think they were going to lose last week. Saskatchewan is actually playing pretty good right now. Trevor Harris, 104 for 155, 4 interceptions, 6 touchdowns. They are 2-0 on the road, while BC is 2-0 at home. In the 2 games last year, Saskatchewan won both of them. They've actually won 8 straight versus BC. Vernon Adams, 9 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. The line of this game was BC by 10. Why not? Saskatchewan wins. BC covers the 10 over the 45.5. That's a lot, I know. So Saskatchewan plus 10, BC covering over in the 45.5. And then the fourth and final game, we have the battle of the 2 and 3, the Ottawa Redblacks and the Calgary Stampeders. The Redblacks are 0-2 away from home, while the Calgary is 0-2 at home. So one of those has to change. Calgary won in week 2, 26-15. All-time Calgary leads Ottawa 43-24 and 2. Ottawa, their QB is just trash. Dustin Crum, 62.3% QBR. Tyree Adams is hurt. Nick Arbuncle, 39.7 QBR. While Calgary, Jake Mayer, 100 for 166, 4 interceptions, 7 touchdowns, 1,200 yards passing. Calgary is favored by 5.5. I think this is a good chance for them to kind of get some momentum. Calgary winning, covering, and under on the 44.5. So I got the Blue Bombers of Winnipeg beating Edmonton. Edmonton covering over on the 45.5. Toronto winning, covering over on the 49.5. Saskatchewan winning, BC covering over on the 45.5. Calgary winning, covering, and under on the 44.5. That is CFL week number 7. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a safe day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports content.